Taking you to the reservation, Tioga boys also taking on Grant. Both teams looking for their first district win. Tioga ball and the young sniper Caden Hardy hits the three and gets the first points of the night for the Indians. Very next possession for the Indians, Hardy is feeling it. The little guy making the big shots early. Grant ball, Neville Bellitti gets the tough reverse layup to fall. Indian ball, then once again, Tioga sharing the ball. Then they find Jordan Milford on the wing. Then he just knocks it down the tray ball. Tioga would lead the entire second half to win this one 62-43, and the Indians get their first district win of the season.